going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be back to work on the BMW F80 M3. As you guys see in the previous episode, we almost had this entire car all back together. And then we ran into a serious problem with the timing chain and the timing gears. As you can see, we got our new replacement part right here. Basically, this plastic piece right here kind of broke off. Well, we kind of broke it completely off. It was kind of hanging on. We took it completely off, cleaned everything out of there, and we need to replace this right here. I mean, I've never really dealt with timing, but what I've seen online is pretty simple, especially that we're not actually replacing the timing chain. We're not going to mess with any of the timing at all. The only thing we do need to do is somehow figure out how to lock these timing gears in place. I know they sell a tool, but I didn't buy it because we don't really do timing. So I got the next best idea. Check this out right here. We got two. So check this out. We got two 20mm wrenches, and we're simply gonna slide it on top just like that right there. And I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is set the engine at top dead center, and then we're just gonna weld these two together, and that should hold our timing in place. We're not gonna be messing with this timing gear. The only thing we need to do is make sure we don't get this timing off right here, which this should be a pretty simple job. I think so, but hopefully this thing runs after this, and then we can actually put the entire area all back together, and finally this thing will actually be 100% rebuilt. We'll just have to go ahead and start getting it ready for some paint. So let's go ahead and get this engine set up properly, get this welded up, and change out this cover, and then we can go ahead and put everything back together. So check it out, we got everything all back together on the BMW M3, and hopefully this thing cranks right up, because we did do a little bit of sketchy stuff with the timing, although we did get a new timing bolt, and we also torqued everything down to the proper specs. So everything seems to be good, but go ahead and start it up and let's see what it does. Hey, sounds good to me. Hey, sounds really good. We also went ahead and added some antifreeze to it because it was a little bit low over there, but the radiators weren't actually bad, so it was actually already full for the reservoir for the radiator. All we have to do is just fill up the intercooler over there. We're gonna go ahead and let it run a little bit, let it get to operating temperature, and make sure everything's good with the car. So we let the car kind of heat all the way up, and now we're gonna run a diagnostic scan on it, or I've already started running it. Let's see how much codes this thing has. So we have 20 codes on the engine, 3 on the transmission. Traction control probably has a couple too. So let's go ahead and scan everything and see what comes back, because most of these codes are just from like a dead battery. So we got a bunch of codes. Let's go ahead and clear everything. Let's see what comes back. So we just cleared all the codes. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with the engine. Alright, so check it out. We don't have any codes for timing related issues. All we have is the exhaust flap, which that's all good because we have aftermarket exhaust flap 2, and the auxiliary pump charger activation open circuit. So something's just unplugged for the water pump for the intercooler. That's freaking awesome. Go ahead and start it back up. The engine light should turn off. And check it out. No check engine on the car. I mean, that just means that, you know, we're timing masters over here. And it's actually pretty funny because, like, the wrench idea, I just seen that on Instagram somewhere. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to have to try that. But everything seems pretty good. I mean, no lights on the dash. Just need to let it all warm up, and then we're gonna keep working on the car. And there it is, guys. The BMW F80 M3 runs really good, surprisingly, and there's no check engine light. But we're gonna take a little bit of a break on this car because today's video is brought to you by LastFit. So if you've never heard of LastFit, they basically specialize in high quality LED lighting solutions to upgrade your car or truck, such as these lights right here. Now, as you guys know, we actually rebuilt this truck quite some time ago on the channel, and Tim's been complaining that the headlights are not the best. And unfortunately, this was actually the best lighting solution you get in 2016. This is the limited, top of the line, and they still use halogens. And the only way to upgrade it is to buy a whole new headlight, or to just throw in some LED bulbs such as this right here. These are the LS Plus, basically the best LED lighting LastFit has to offer. We also have a bunch of other cool lights. I'm pretty sure these are for the tag lights. And then we have interior lights. So pretty much what we're gonna be doing is upgrading all of the old halogen lights and installing the LED bulbs, which are up to 7 times brighter than these halogen ones. And just like that, 10 minutes later, we have an upgraded LED headlight on the Dodge Ram. We went ahead and left the other side factory because these right here are supposed to be up to 7 times brighter. So let's go ahead and turn off all the lights in the shop and give them a little test. And man, do I gotta say, I'm impressed with the LED upgrade. I mean, look how bright these are right here. And then look at this side right here. And also, this is like a yellow almost. This is like a bright white, which is just gonna make driving at night just so much better. And that right there is actually the low beam, but let's go ahead and test out the high beam. And man, look at that right there. It's just so much brighter than the factory halogens. So let's go ahead and install the other side and complete these headlights. And just like that, 20 minutes or less, we went ahead and upgraded those old halogen headlights into LED headlights. And the best thing about LastFit is they offer a 2-year hassle-free warranty. So if anything does go wrong with your LED bulbs, they'll get you taken care of. So if you're interested in upgrading your old halogen headlights into LED ones, definitely check out LastFit. I'll drop all the links down below. And not only do they have LED headlight upgrades, they also have a lot of other cool stuff, such as floor mats, bed liners, air pumps, and much more. Now let's get back to work on the M3. And now it's time to go ahead and get back to work on the BMW M3. Before we go any further, I actually want to go ahead and give this thing a nice little test drive. It's actually going to be the first drive that we're going to do on this car, as Matt went ahead and finished up painting the calipers. And man, dude, I gotta say, the white actually looks pretty good, because I mean, there's really nothing that matches gold, and maybe like a black, but then you can't really see the calipers at all. And then we have our gunny wheel on this side, because unfortunately HRE still hasn't sent us this rim right here. So let's go ahead and hop inside this thing and give it a little test drive and see how it drives. Make sure everything's good, because this is gonna be like the first time driving this thing. So let's go ahead and hop in here. And everything seems to be running good. We don't have a check engine light or anything like that. Obviously we're not going to go really fast because there's a gunny wheel on that side. But I think there's something scraping on the bottom too. But hey, it's a maiden voyage. And check that out. Finally, we were able to drive the BMW F80 M3. This thing has came a long way from being completely smashed over here to all repaired up. It does sound pretty good. Basically just how any other BMW would sound. The next step would be to go ahead and get this thing paint ready. Matt did start sanding a lot of the car, and then we'll just have to wait for the new wheel to come in. But let's go ahead and drive this thing back to the shop. Now that we know everything runs and drives good, I'm just super happy with the way everything turned out with the camshaft, and thankfully there was nothing else destroyed. But man, this thing looks sweet. It's almost matte now after it's all sanded. Looks pretty cool. Look at that right there. This thing is actually tuned on E85, and I think that's why it has some trouble starting every now and then. So we're gonna have to fill it up. It's kind of like almost on empty. So we'll have to fill it up with a little bit more E85, and I think it should be good to go. But let's go ahead and take it back to the shop. So there it is. The first test drive on the car was a success. Now it's time to go ahead and get started on the bodywork on this car. We have a couple of dents to fix. We are painting this entire car, and here is the dent right here on the driver's side. And this actually happened when we were unloading the car. Unfortunately, the car rolled a little bit, and the jack handle just went ahead and smacked right into the door. So that's pretty much everything on the driver's side. Now, if we come over here to the passenger side, we have a little bit of damage on this rear quarter panel. As you can see, it kind of just pushed it all in right there. Nothing too crazy or anything like that. I think that'll be pretty easy to pull out. So I say we're gonna go ahead and start off with getting all these dents ground down. We'll use our maxi to pull everything out and slap some Bondo on there. And just like that, we got all the body work done on the BMW. As you can see, we did have to also do a little bit of body work on this door right here. This little edge right here was a little bit destroyed. I'm guessing the parts car was wrecked in the front, but everything looks good there. We also went ahead and finished off this little quarter panel piece, which was pretty minor, nothing too crazy going on there. And we're pretty much ready for some primer on the driver's side. We got the door all body filled. Check that out right there. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and tape this thing off, and get it sprayed in with a little bit of primer, so then we can get this thing fully sanded and ready for paint. And there it is. Finally, all the body work on the M3 is complete. We had a couple of dents right here, right there on the roof, but we got everything knocked out. Now all we have to do is wait for this primer right here to dry, and then we can actually finish sanding it. I mean, it's pretty much all sanded. Matt went ahead and sanded everything down. There's a bunch of chips everywhere on the car, so we have to just go over everything and fix everything up. There was even a little dent back here, but it's looking really good. Everything is nearly done. The only thing that's left is to put this thing together and take it to the paint booth. There's still a lot of work to do on this car. We have to paint the back sides of the doors, which I think we'll take it to the paint booth and do all that. Because honestly, I don't really want to be painting this thing outside, especially with the weather we've been having lately. It's been pretty bad, but check it out. Finally, the car runs and drives, so we can actually move this thing around. We don't have to roll it. The engine sounds healthy. Hopefully everything is good with this engine. Obviously, what we did was a little bit sketchy. I might even actually order the timing kit and maybe do something like that later down the road. Just want to make sure this thing does not blow up, because this is a pretty expensive motor. I think these are like $6,000–7,000, but that's pretty much the last step. Get this thing painted, get everything reassembled, and hopefully have this thing driving. We also don't have our HRE wheel just yet. We actually ordered one, and I think they are custom making one because they didn't have one in stock. So we're going to have to wait on that. And then after it's painted, this thing should be 100% complete. As you guys seen, there's no lights on the dash. We got the airbag light off. We got the check engine light off. The only thing left is paint. You guys know me. Painting is not my strong suit because we don't have a paint booth over here. So we'll have to take it to another shop. But man, do I got to say, this thing came a long way. And man, I got to say, the white calipers are actually a pretty nice touch. I mean, you can't really match anything with gold. But basically, we'll get this thing painted probably in the next episode, and then we can actually fully reassemble everything, get this thing running and driving, finally get it on the road, because this project has been taking a little bit too long. I guess it's just been a lot of stuff going on here at the shop. As you can see, there's a truck on the frame. I've been doing a little bit of frame work, which I want to start doing a lot more frame work here soon. Maybe do some like pretty big jobs here in the near future, because these projects right here just take forever. But anyways, guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also follow us on Instagram at vTuned. Thanks for watching.